Parker Griffith on GoRacers.com here with head coach Mitch Stewart. Coach, as we kind of enter the last little bit of fall camp, you've got over 20 seniors this year. Talk about the leadership and what they mean to the team.
Well, I think that's it. You know, when you got 20 of those guys, that's kind of what you're hoping for, is that you have a lot more player leadership. You know, it's one of those things when you're young, when you don't have many seniors, then coaches, you're the only leaders that you have on the team. You know, coaches have to do everything, and that's their job, obviously, but it sure does help out when you've got 20 or so guys, especially, you know, I've lucked out, man. I've got 20 or so really good, I call them kids, but really good men on this football team that like to lead. Some of them do it in different fashions. Some of them talk about it. Some of them just walk about it. You know, they do everything out there on the field. And then with that being said, I think they've done a good job of teaching and bringing up some of the younger guys to where they can lead as well. You know, guys like KD and JJ and some of those guys, and not just because they're good players, but they do a good job of leading as well. Just because some of those seniors have taught them, you know, throughout the years, they've kind of brought one another up in leadership roles.
Coach, obviously it's always special to be senior, but when you're a four-year letter winner at a school and you've played all 4 years, in some cases 5 years, like you yourself were at Valdosta, talk about how special that is to be able to walk out on senior day.
Well, it's just special because you started something and you finished it, you know, and in this day and age, there ain't a lot of people who do that anymore. There's a lot of 1 and 2 year guys who transfer and they want to go play somewhere else, and we've got some of them on our football team. I'm not saying, you know, right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's special now, especially this day and age where everything is at the touch of a button and everything's so quick, that you have guys who have stuck it out, who did the red shirt, who did the scout teams, who did the getting beat up their freshman and their sophomore years, to come out and all of a sudden start contributing to the football team their juniors and senior years. I think it just makes it that much sweeter for those players. I know it makes it that much sweeter for a coach, you know, because you're very proud of those guys that they stuck it out and did what they did.
Two of those guys are Janowski Davis and Zach Dean. Kind of talk about what they bring to the team and what they mean.
Well, you know, I think both of those guys are the leaders that I'm talking about that don't talk a whole lot, you know. And I say that, you know, Ski, he's pretty silly, especially with the wide receivers and DBs. You know, he'll talk smack, but he's not a big rah-rah leadership type guy. He's more of a, everybody sees him making plays, so he kind of has street credit, you know. And the same with Zach Dean. Zach Dean's not going to go in there and lead your team in a chant or anything like that. But at the same time, people see Zach Dean, you know, making plays and has made play. You know, shoot, I forgot you. It wasn't what 4 years ago. Zach Dean was a graduate from high school. He's 18 years old. He's a true freshman, and he was starting versus Florida State. You know, so he's been doing it for quite a while, and he's been in the fire for quite a while. So both of those guys are kind of the ones that I'm talking about. They don't say a whole lot. They just kind of go out there and do.
Thanks, Coach. That'll do it for us on GoRacers.com.